Welcome. Let's learn a little bit of the history of the Gede National Monument. Gede, also known as Gedi National Monument, is one of the Kenyan's most significant archaeological and historical sites, located near the Indian Ocean on the country's northern coast, around 94 kilometers from Mombasa and 16 kilometers from Malindi. The ancient Swahili town flourished between the 12th and 17th centuries and remains one of the East Africa's most well-preserved and mysterious ruins, offering insights into the religion, pre-colonial history, trade connection, and urban developments. So let's look at the founding and the early developments of the Gede ruins around 11th and 13th century. So Gedi or Gede was founded around the 11th century, initially as a small coastal settlement that grew into a bustling Swahili trading town. The Swahili people, known for their maritime skills and trade connections, were integral to the Indian Ocean trading networks. Gedi was no exemption, acting as a key link between East Africa interior communities and the global trading routes stretching to the Arabia, Persia, India, and China. The city's location along the coast facilitated trade in goods such as gold, spices, ivory, and textile. During the period, Gedi thrived thanks to its proximity to the ocean and fertile land, which allowed for both commerce and agriculture to flourish. Early Gedi, constructed of simple stone house, and archaeological evidence suggests that the town had already begun establishing relations with the traders as far as Persia and India. Let's see at the peak and the prosperity in around 13th and 15th century. Between the 13th and 15th century, Gedi expanded significantly, becoming a prominent urban center in the Swahili coast trading network. The town architecture became more sophisticated, featuring stone buildings, coral palaces, and mosques, indicating of both Islamic influence and the prosperity of its residents. During the time, Gedi population may have numbered in the thousands. The discovery of imported goods such as Chinese porcelain, Venetian glass, and Parisian pottery is one of the ruins highlighting the town's far-reaching trade networks. The town's wealth was largely derived from its role as a trading hub, facilitating the exchange of goods like spices, ivory, and slaves between East Africa and the broader Indian Ocean world. Gedi infrastructure was impressive for its time, which features such as an intricate system of street wells, tombs, and complex hydraulic systems to supply water to the town. Archaeologists have unearthed the remains of the grand building, including a great mosque, several small mosques, large homes, and a palace. The stone structures were built from corals, a statement of the town's advanced building techniques. How did it decline? That is around the late 16th and 17th century. By the 16th century, Gedi entered a period of decline, which eventually led to its abandonment in the 17th century. The reasons behind the town's desertion remains a mystery, and historians have proposed several theories. One prevailing theory is that Gedi fell victim to its increasing threats from Portuguese colonizers who were seeking to control the East African coast after establishing themselves in Mombasa in the 16th century. Another possible expansion for Gedi's abandonment was the invasion of the Gala people, or the Oromo, a warrior tribe that moved into the area during this period, driving local population away from the coast. Additionally, declining trade routes and shifting economic dynamics in the Indian Ocean region may have contributed to the town's downfall. Environmental factors such as change in the water supply or the spread of diseases may also have played a role in the town's decline. After the town was abandoned, it was gradually reclaimed by the forest, and for centuries, Gedi remained forgotten except for the local oral tradition. The ruins were rediscovered by the archaeologists in the 20th century, and extensive excavation began in the 1940s, leading to Gedi being designated a national monument in 1927 under Kenya's Antiquities and Monuments Act. The cultural and archaeological significance for people. The Gedi ruins, after a glimpse into sophisticated Swahili civilization that thrived long before European colonization. The town's architecture, particularly the coral stone structures, is considered one of the finest example of Swahili urbanism, combining African, Arab, and Persian influence. Gedi also holds religious significance, as the remains of mosque and tombs suggest that the Islam played a central role in the town's cultural and spiritual life. One of the most remarkable discoveries at the Gedi is the pillar tombs, an iconic fixture of Swahili coastal towns which are believed to have been used for important individuals or leaders. These tombs are a testament of the town's social hierarchy and its integration into the the wider Islamic world. In addition, it is its architectural achievement, the wealth of imported artifacts found in the sites such as the mining dynastic and the Middle East beards, speaks to Gede importance in the Indian Ocean trademark network. These items, along with other like iron tools and glass beads, are exhibited at the Gede Museum, which is located at the site today. Let's see, why is Gede protected museum? Gedi National Museum is managed by the National Museum of Kenya and is one of the country's most visited historical sites. The ruins are popular tourist attraction, offering visitors a chance to explore the remains of the once prosperous city and learn about the history. The monument is surrounded by the Arabuko Sokoke forest, providing a lush natural environment and further adds to its allure. Gedi Mysterious continues to attract scholars and archaeologists, and ongoing research at the sites may one day unravel more details about its rise and falls. Its legacy endures as a reminder of the richness of Swahili civilization and the interconnectedness of the ancient world. In conclusion, the Gede National Monument serves as an important reminder of the East African rich pre-colonial history and the region's key role in the international trade during the period. From its architectural marvel to its global trade connection, Gedi stands as a testament for the sophisticated Swahili culture that once thrived in the East African coast. Although much about the town decline remains uncertain or rediscovered, and preservation of its ruins have allowed it to become a critical site for understanding and the complexity of the African urban and trade. So if you visit Gedi, you will see the ancient buildings that were built using corals. Also, you'll be able to see different there are butterflies around, so you just have to walk around and see the monument, the butterflies. You'll be greeted by, what are they called? The monkeys, the friendly ones. Yeah, so you also be able to see the tombs, the different trees that we have. That we have even the strangling tree. It's very mysterious that it can even strangle the baobab tree. We all know that the baobab is a very strong tree, but once it's strangled by the strangling tree, that's it. So these are some of the palace that the king lived and the queen. Yeah, so the king married 4 wives and the famous mosque. So yeah, it's very important for you, if you get time, visit the coast area so that you may be able to learn more and more and more about the history of the Gedi ruins. It's not much. It's only 125 bob if you want, for Kenyans, 125 bob, and of course if you will need a guide, so you'll pay around 500 shillings to 1,000 bob. So depending, you can decide to tip the tour guide depending with how you feel. Yeah, so that's photo of the strangling tree, the different types of trees. So you also have the snake park, so you can decide to go see the Gedi ruins itself, snake park. Yeah, there are snakes, different types of snakes, so you'll be able to see them, the different types of snakes that we have around. And also these are tortoise, the types of tortoise. Can't really remember the name, but at least I know there are those that look like a leopard or whatever. Yeah, there are those tortoise that bite and those that are friendly. Yeah, so yeah, once you finish seeing the tortoise, you will see the different types of snakes. Yeah, so this is also another type of tortoise. So we also have those tortoises that just stays in the water, and there are those that can come out. Yeah, so these are different types of tortoise. Those one, was it? I don't know. I've forgotten the name of this snake, the biggest snake. Okay, fine. Omier. Yeah, I think so. Then you enter inside, you'll see the different types of snakes that we have. Yeah, it was a bit chilly. I'm one person who is not snake friendly, but I had to see. So this is a green mamba. Should be green mamba, yeah. So this that other one, I have forgotten the name, but I will get the names and then I'll let you know in the comment section. So just keep here. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Tell your friends good things are happening here. Yeah, so if you get time, please visit Gede ruins so that you may be able to learn. So here we went to the what is it called? The butterflies. Was it the butterflies? No, still here we are on the snakes. So yeah, the on the notice board you will see the different types of snakes. They have been explained. You'll be able to see them. And this one was it mamba mwenye kitambo alipatikana huko, yeah. So and then we enter, we see Swahili culture. So this will be able to see different Swahili culture that we had, yeah, and the things that were used. Now kitambo we didn't use sufuria, we used to use pots to cook with, yeah. So you'll be able to see all that, the potteries, the bed, the plates that we used, even the king's bed, yeah, and where the baby rocker, yeah, you'll be able to see this, the beautiful Swahili culture. So make a point of visiting Gede ruins so that you can learn and come teach your generation so that they may also be versed with it. Yeah, so it's not a waste of time. No, it's not even expensive. Imagine if you're Kenyan, you just have to pay 125. Well, for foreigners, I'm not so sure, but it's not much. Trust you me, it's not much. Those are some of the utensils that they used to have, and that's the king's bed. Imagine how big. And even the Swahili people still use those kind of beds till date. Yeah, so you can imagine how beautiful the culture has been retained till date. As we try to forget our culture, some people still use it, and that's how the Swahili women dress up and the accessories that they use. Yeah, the culture still stands. The boats that they used to fish, or yes, to sail through the, and that's how that's a presentation of Gede ruins. And then we go to the butterfly sector. Imagine they harvest butterflies every year, and they export the butterflies to Europe. This is a good business. It's a very good venture. You will be able to learn the different types of butterflies that we have around, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you also have a house, or what is it? Yes, quote unquote house where they are breeded. So you'll be able to see them inside. So this is how the butterflies are they're kept inside until they grow, then they're exported. Yeah, see this little small butterflies. They look very yeah, but yeah, and that's the life cycle of the butterflies. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe to my video so that you may learn more as we proceed. So here is a picture of the strangling tree where the king lived, the palace, and also the representation of the village and that are built using coral. So you can see that's why we still have them till date, because corals are long lasting. That's the map of how the Gede looks like. And when you enter, you'll meet those other monkeys, or they're very friendly. So yeah, you will get to enjoy, to love everything that is happening. It's very captivating. Thank you. Subscribe.